What's up, guys? So quite a bit of a change, huh? So basically got the Grom all tore down to make this thing look the part now. And then I'll also be doing some mechanical upgrades. So basically what's going on is I got the swing arm off, got the tank off, got most of the wiring harness undone. I'm just shy of being able to pull the motor out. Pretty much what the plan is to get this thing stripped down. Finally going to get it to the powder coater. Still haven't decided on what color I'm going to paint the frame. I might just be simple and just do black or something. I just, I want to get this stuff all coated, looking pretty. Might even think about doing something to the wheels. I'm not 100% sure on that yet, but it's definitely on the docket, and it's something that I'm thinking about. Plastics off. I think I'll be doing a color change. I don't know, maybe red, maybe a wrap. I don't know. I just want to get some new plastics on it because back in the summer when I was putting the forks on the bike, it fell off of the jack and I cracked my plastics, and that was just something that I put on hold because I didn't really have a lot of ride time left, and I really just wanted to have fun on this thing with the with the little bit of summer days we had left when I finished it. So the biggest upgrade that I'll be making though is, like I said, I got the swing arm off. Oh man, all that crap is falling out. But basically I'm doing a 20 millimeter axle upgrade. So I got the axle on order through DME Racing. They make a pretty affordable custom axle. Really can't complain on the price. I think it was like $150. It comes with the spacers and the nuts and everything. So got that on order. I should have it like next week. Ordering the bearings tonight for the wheels. More than likely, I think I might actually have my hub machined so that way I can fit a larger OD bearing in the rear wheel hub just to give it a little bit more robustness. Because the only downside to going to a larger axle is that technically as you increase the axle diameter, the bearings, the rollers are actually shrinking. So you're losing roller surface area, if that makes sense. So I'm going to try to see how large of a bearing I can get in there. Any little bit helps, so I'm going to try to push it to the limit. And what else do we got going on? Getting this powder coated. Probably going to do black on this, gloss black. While I have it off, I think I'll probably add some diagonal braces in this area too, just to stiffen it up a bit. And I don't know, maybe even tie something from this front mount up to here too. But for the most part, everything is pretty much coming together pretty good. Finish this up. I want to have this stripped by tomorrow. I got quite a bit done today, so I've already kind of hit my milestone today for what I wanted to get done. But yeah, it's just more so beefing this thing up and addressing a lot of the shortcomings from for things that I wasn't able to get to when I first got it out. So another area that I'll also be addressing as I do these upgrades is the cooling system. These hoses are going bye-bye. Have not had good luck with this brand at all. And a while back, I actually made a post, and there were quite a few people running into the same problem that I was with these hoses, and they just leak. No matter how much you tighten them, they just continuously leak. And that is not a good thing on a bike. So for all the people that have commented in my videos about the bike having a leak, this is the reason why. And I typically wouldn't use these hoses. I'm not going to say any names. I'm just going to let you look at these, and you can build a you can come to a conclusion just by looking at it. But I typically use BMRS hose. I use those on all of my projects. I recommend it to anybody to everybody because those hoses, the way that they're constructed, they are just perfect for these bike projects. They are ultra flexible. You could damn near bend them on themselves. So they're very good for space constrained projects like these bikes, for instance. So these hoses, I actually got forced into running these because I was on a time crunch back in the summer. And this is what a vendor that is local to me carries. So I just kind of wanted to get something on the bike just to get it out, just to test everything. And, you know, I gave these the benefit of the doubt, but it just kind of bit me in the ass and didn't have really good luck with them. And they're coming off, and I'm going to do it the right way with the stuff that I typically use, which is the Brown and Miller hose, which is absolutely awesome. Definitely check it out if you got a car project or a bike project. Check out Brown and Miller hose, because that stuff, yeah, it's just awesome. I want to make a change to the radiators as well, because I do need to get some more coolant volume in the system on this bike. And I think a way to do it, because these radiators, the one benefit to these is the width stays within the fairings, and that's a big deal to me, because I don't really want an oversized radiator that like sticks out past the fairings and stuff. I do have to make an exception for the radiator that I run vertically along the engine, like in this area, because I just, you know, that one radiator is just not enough. So what I'll probably also be doing, and I don't know if this will be done by time, you know, I get everything back together, but I think I'll cut these end tanks off and extend these for or towards the rear of the bike, because I have a lot of room in this area right here that is not being used. So I think I could probably extend the end tank of the radiator pretty far back, and that should get me quite a bit of coolant volume. So that's just an idea right now. I'm still in the brainstorming phase with that, but I think it'll work out pretty good. So as far as the wheel goes, I got the stock bearings pressed out of their bores. You kind of see here and here. I do have a new non-cush hub coming from the Grom fathers. And then I also have a spacer coming for the sprocket, because one issue that I've had with the bike, or one like kind of makeshift fix that I had to do in order to get this thing you know, on the road, is I had to offset the wheel. So the whole time I've been driving this bike, the wheel has not been centered in the swing arm. And I had to do that because this sprocket, running this setup, this is a Chimera hub, which is a really nice piece. This is a cush hub though. So by cush, I'm meaning it uses those cushions right there, which absolutely suck for my application. Because as you can see, those are quite destroyed, thanks to that Ducati 1199. So I'm going to do what I should have done from the beginning, is run a race hub, which gets rid of that cush drive. You can even see it's still like a bunch of like, I cleaned this out as best as I could. I got to give it a little bit more of a wash, but this should be quite an upgrade by going to the race hub from Grandfathers. The reason I had to run that wheel offset is because this sprocket, it wasn't in line with my countershaft sprocket on the engine. So I had to offset the wheel to fix it. And I was thinking that I would have to get like a custom hub made, which technically I did until I found out about the sprocket spacer. I ended up finding out that the Grom cartel sells a spacer that goes on the front of this hub between the sprocket and the hub itself. So it spaces out this sprocket, I think about like an inch, like 25 mils. And what's pretty nice is I know I don't need to space it out that much, but because the spacer is so beefy, I could just easily take it to a machinist and get it turned down for what I need. So it'll be a nice piece to use as a base, because I think I need to take like 10 mils off of it in order to get the wheel back center in the swing arm, and then I should be good to go. But other than that, those pieces should be coming Monday. But other than that, I also have a lot of material in this area where the stock bearing bores are, and I'm thinking about opening these up quite a bit, because I got a good amount of material there, And if I take some of that out, I can get a larger bearing in there. It's looking like I might be limited to a 40 mil OD. This is a 42 mil right here. This is actually a bearing that I was intending to use for the early swing arm iteration, when I had talked about attaching the Evo swing arm to the back of the Ducati engine like a Ducati has it constructed, or like a stock Panigale has it constructed. But this is slightly too large for this. In a perfect world, it would be nice if I can get a 42 in here, but I think I might be infringing to the edge of this material a little bit too much. So I want to keep a little bit of wall thickness here. I don't want to take too much out. So if I can fit a 40 OD bearing in there, 40 millimeter OD, I should be good to go. And then on this side, since the bearing sits flush to that shoulder right there, I got quite a bit of space in there, because normally a spacer would be in that area. I think I might just run like a double stack bearing setup to make use of that space right there, which technically I think it should increase the amount of load that I could put through the axle bearings. But I don't know. I might have to do a little bit more research on that. I just kind of want to take advantage of that real estate. Because like I said, normally a spacer would be in that area that goes between the caliper and the wheel bearing. Yeah, hopefully it works out pretty good. I showed you guys this a while back, but I already have the sliders for the swing arm. These are 20 mil sliders. Evo Swing Arm made these for me. And when I test fit these, I actually found out that I have to cut off the edge of this, because for the chain guard, if you saw like earlier videos of my bike, when I had the Evo chain guard on it, since these are longer than the stock axle sliders, this area right here actually comes in contact where the swing arm is tapped for the holes that hold, or for the bolt holes that actually hold the chain guard on, sorry. So that shouldn't be too big of a deal. I can get that machined off pretty easy. And another thing I might upgrade is, I don't know if I'll run these rear sets, the stock rear sets, because with the color that I'm planning on going with on the bike, I think these might clash a little bit with those being like that boring gray. Maybe I'll get those powder coated or something. But that's pretty much what's going on with the bike right now. Hopefully I can get this stuff slammed out pretty quick. I got a bunch of parts on the way, like I said. Got to make a new spacer to go between the bearings. But I think all of these upgrades are things that will only improve the reliability of the bike and make it safer. Because on this, dang, I suppose some oil under there. But looking at this is playing it pretty crazy. This is a 12 millimeter axle right here. This is the stock Honda Grom axle, and the sheer torque and power that Ducati 1199 is making. I don't know how I haven't bent this yet. Maybe it's because of these little crappy cushions right there, but those things probably saved my ass from bending this. So curious to see how the bike will ride with the non-cush setup. Everyone that I've talked to, they said it's a night and day difference. I mean, obviously, with my Turbo YZ, I kind of got a similar situation going on, because that doesn't have any type of cush drive in it. It's a complete direct one-to-one drive. Nothing between the sprocket and the hub. So, but I just figured I would upload this video, give you guys an update. In the meantime, I probably will be posting footage, old footage that I haven't uploaded yet. So please don't get confused if you see the bike apart in one video and then the next video I'm ripping it on the street. That's just footage that I haven't used yet. So just don't want to confuse anybody by that. But if you guys haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. It helps me out a lot. Please comment and like the video, and then also share it. But until then, guys, I'll be alternating between all of my projects because I am getting the YZ back together. I'm doing daily updates on the truck, so I'll have a huge update this upcoming week on the S10 truck. So please stay on the lookout, and like I said, please subscribe, like, and comment, and then until next time, guys.